So people have been wondering what pattern-based strategy is all about. It's a new subject for Gartner. It's something that we spent about a year researching and we rolled out last year at Symposium. What it's really all about is understanding what your business leaders are actually wanting in the business today. For the most part, what we've done is we've automated processes for them through using business applications. We even allow them to get some intelligence out of the transactions and the data that we're storing in IT by looking at that information that's gone into these systems. But what they're really wanting, and this is really something that's come as a result of the recession that's come to the forefront, is they're wanting more predictability in the business outcomes. And we're not talking about 6 years worth of predictability. What we're talking about is if the sales pipeline is going to tank by Friday, I want to know it. If it's going to go up, if there's opportunity that I'm not paying attention to, if there's a new product that I'm launching, is there anything that's going to affect that? If I'm going to be buying a company, is there anything that I need to know about that company that will make it so that I might not buy the company or make me in a position so that I could possibly have better terms with that company when I acquire them? So those are just some things that we're seeing from business leaders. One of the things that we looked at is that pattern-based strategy, by looking at patterns in the market, outside of that transactional information that we have in our businesses, you can get more predictability. It's both a cultural change and a technology change. A lot of people in IT don't understand how IT can help, and they are not really explaining to these business leaders how IT can help. In the recent years, we've seen the growth of analytic applications. Analytic applications largely will look at some of that information that you have in your systems, your current systems. But there's more information that's available that can help with this predictability. If you go out into what we call the collective, looking at blogs and social media, there's a lot of information that you can start to mine that can tell you some of those things that I was talking about earlier. There's new products on the market, predictive analytics that you can start to use. There's other things like complex event processing, which in fact Gartner has a book on event processing that talks all about patterns and how you can look for those in the current information you have and in the emerging information. But there's other things that are happening out there. There's an explosive growth of companies that will provide services to you to combine that transactional information that you have inside the data center with that social media, blog types of information and help you look for patterns that might disrupt or even give you a positive effect on your business. There's companies like News Patterns, like Baynote, like Moreover. Those are just a few of the examples of companies that we're seeing large companies invest in to try to get more of a handle on those patterns that could impact business strategies or that could impact things that they're trying to execute in their business. There's also another emerging area of technology that we really haven't looked at much across the market. But if you start thinking about what's happening with hardware right now, we've got large computing capacities that are happening with hardware. We got multi-core processors, we got flash memory, we even have cloud that can access and go through large amounts of data and sort through it in a very fast period of time. The unfortunate thing is that the business applications and the business intelligence solutions that we have are not built to take advantage of that technology. What we're starting to see is that things like in-memory databases are starting to evolve to take advantage of that new hardware capacity. What does that mean to you? What that means to you is that information that you're struggling with to try to parse through in your business and look for new patterns could be easily accessible in things like Excel spreadsheets, so that you could start to visually see patterns that could impact different things in your business. Just imagine a sales pipeline for a minute. And if we could get all the information about the sales pipeline on our systems in something like an Excel spreadsheet and see it real time as clients might be delaying orders or they might be accessing orders in a faster capacity, that could provide an access of many more, let me try that again. That could enable us to see patterns more effectively from a visible nature. Start to think about large computing capacity and think about combining external enterprise information like that from social media and blogs. If I can start to bring that into the enterprise and quickly parse through it myself, either through a cloud service or through this in-memory computing that we're talking about, we could unlock vast amounts of information that could show us patterns that could have a positive or negative effect on our business.